Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Loudmouth Radio. This is your host, Sunny, and it's a great day to be on air for Tea Time, the Entrepreneur Academy. And today we have a great guest that we want to introduce you to. As always, we're always excited about introducing some amazing business owners and entrepreneurs around the world who are bringing their amazing services and products to their communities. And today this gentleman is going to give a glimpse of how his business, Body by Dub, Mr. Justin Hollis, is making a difference in our metro Atlanta area. And I'm going to invite you guys to be a part of the segment by dialing into our studio number, which is 347-826-7520. And if you want to be heard, you hit the 1 on your keypad. And I want to encourage anybody that's coming on, make sure that you're somewhere where there's not a lot of noise, a lot of background feed, because we will be able to hear it and pick it up in the studio. So we are going to go live with Mr. Justin Hollis, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him as I introduce you to him and bring him on air. Justin is a certified personal trainer in the metro Atlanta area. He's been providing personal training for over 3 years with a vision and a goal of assisting others to revive, reconstruct, and restore their mind, body, and soul. So today we're going to have an opportunity to talk to him and see how he's doing what he's doing and why he's doing what he's doing and why I think you should make contact to Justin Hollis of Body of Dub. Justin, welcome to Loudmouth Radio. You're live. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, sir. Glad to talk to you this morning. Happy Wednesday. How's it going in your neighborhood?
Right. Everything going all right. Just doing a little hard working.
I know that's right. Well, I hope you had an opportunity to hear a little bit about yourself. I was giving some bragging rights before I brought you on air. And I know that, I've had an opportunity to speak to you just a little bit, but I want to make sure that our listening audience has an opportunity to make a clear connection to who you are and what you do. And I did give a little soft intro, but if you would elaborate a little bit more, Justin, about how you entered into the world of personal training.
Okay, a personal trainer to me is somebody who cares about their people, not, a drill sergeant or somebody who, do this, do that, but it connecting to your people on a more, on another, wise after the personal training, trying to get to see how your people are, what they doing, how everything going, and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So for you, I was going to say, for you, how long has it been that you've been doing what you're doing? Jan, I know that you started the business roughly about 3 years ago, but how long have you been, training and lifting and things of that nature, personally?
I've been doing that for 5 or 6 years now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then I just
so
started
now are you
doing.
Go ahead.
Griffin? Yeah, Griffin. Yes, I'm
You
from Griffin.
said you're from Griffin? Oh, okay. Go
Uh-huh.
ahead. You said you started to do something, and I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no. No, I was just saying I started, working with other people like 3 years ago.
Okay. So for you, are you at this point, so for you as a personal training service, what is it that, how did you even get started? And how did you end up doing Body by Dub?
I started training because my grandma, she had cancer, and like when we found out she had cancer, she was in like her last stage. So it was a conversation that me and her had 2 days before she had passed away, and she was basically telling me that I need to get out and go help these people. And I'm telling her like, Grandma, I don't know about that. I'm shy. That's not in me. So she was like, just look here. You got a thing for helping people. People gravitate to you. Go out and help these people. This something that God put on my heart to let you know. Because I'm not going to be here forever.
Wow.
So, right. So that kind of stuck with me. And I just, like, after she passed, it didn't hit me. It hit me, but it really didn't. But, like, a few years later, I just picked it up, and I started doing my sister, and they started losing weight. So then they started telling their friends, and then it just spread it from ear to ear. And now I'm
organically. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah. So for you, so your grandmother gives you this revelation, really, and she sees in you much more. And a lot of times, Justin, that's how things. Justin, are you somewhere where you can move, honey? There's a lot of noise behind you.
Yeah.
Can you move from wherever you are a little bit over?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, but our studio, even though we're virtual, man, we pick up everything. So if you burp, scratch, do anything, we're gonna hear it. So it's all good, but I can still hear you. Just there was a lot of feedback behind you. So for you, I know that. So your grandmother gave you this revelation, and at a point where she, at a point she was in her own state getting peace of knowing that she was going into her transition, and so she gave you a word of encouragement, I guess, for you to kind of start making your own transition, and that's huge. But you said it took 2 years after that type of that conversation at that time you had with her before you really put it into motion.
Right. Because I was kind of like still doing my thing elsewhere, and like how we always are, doing stuff where we ain't supposed to be doing and things of that nature. But when I started taking it serious, I just felt like, okay, this probably be my outlet to something else, being more positive and, just trying to be a role model to people who look up to me.
Absolutely. That's huge, man. That's big shoulders. So I got to ask you, why did you choose the name, and what does the name Body by Dub mean? What is that whole meaning behind the name?
So, like, Dub comes from my nickname. Everybody call me J-Dub or Dub, and I got that off the street. And then the body, I noticed that a lot of personal trainers, they use a Y on the end of their name. So I was just like, I just want to do something different. So, so I just put 2 I's at the end, and that's how Body by Dub came.
Nice. So it's really personal. So for you, Justin, I know you say you're out of Griffin. So how, if someone was, if you would walk us through a little bit of the process, if somebody was to make contact with you, do they have to come to a specific place, or will you kind of go where they are when it comes to your personal training?
Oh, no. I'm mobile. I go anywhere where anybody at, as long as it's in the Atlanta area. Like my dad, he stays in Atlanta. I got my cousin, she stays in Atlanta too. So, going to different spots around the city is nothing for me to come to. I do group training everywhere, one-on-ones everywhere. Just whenever or however somebody want me to come train them, I do it.
Okay, so like say if I got a membership at like a Planet Fitness or LA Fitness, will you come to that particular location as well? Because I know you're giving a lot of versatility about where they can come. So you can go to them if they have a specific place that they train at or work out at or have a membership at. So, I think we're going to have a quick little commercial break. I think Justin got clipped off a little bit. So we're going to take a quick commercial break on Loudmouth Radio. You are listening to Tea Time, the Entrepreneur Academy, and our special guest, Justin Hollis of Bodii by Dove of Metro Atlanta. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. Insurance Associates Atlanta, formerly Mathis Insurance Services, is an independent agency offering personal, commercial, life, and health insurance products to meet the needs of your business and your family. We specialize in helping you protect all of your assets, whether you're purchasing insurance for the first time or searching for better products at a better price. Feel free to contact us at 770-483-0310. We're conveniently located at 1030 Remington Drive in Conyers, Georgia. Visit us online at insurance-iaa.com. Recent auto accident, back pain, neck pain, stress, headaches? Ewing Chiropractic can help. Here at Ewing Chiropractic, our office utilizes an approach of pain relief measures for the treatment of auto accidents, slip and fall, sports, and on-the-job injuries, as well as acute and chronic pain. We can be reached at 678-586-3592 and located at 5459 North Henry Boulevard, GC in Stockbridge, Georgia. Healing the injured one spine at a time. We can be reached at ewingchiropractic.com.
Ladies, are you looking for the next best find? Don Shea Shoutique will bring out your inner glam. The lady herself, Miss Don Shea, is dedicated to providing you with the latest in hot Atlanta fashion footwear. It'll make you stand out at every event. In addition to our amazing prices, we are the go-to source for high fashion footwear. So stop by and shop online. We're sure to have the right shoes for you. www.donshay-shoes.com. That's www.donshay-shoes.com. Don Shay's is the only place you can go to still be sane and have a sure side.
All right, we're back live on Loudmouth Radio. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd. I don't know about you guys, but March went by so fast. I have to think very quickly to remember what month we're in already. But we're so excited. We're in our sixth season as a radio network, and if it's not for these amazing shows like today, Tea Time, Fantastic Fridays, The Bare Truth, Love, Life, Sex, and Flowers, In the Studio with Sunny, those shows have just given us, as well as our past shows over the last 6 years, this amazing strength as a network. And we're just going to keep pushing forward. We're so excited to offer to our listening audience opportunities to listen to our archives 24/7 on demand. Follow us on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio. You pretty much have any dynamic platform on your phone, you're going to be able to find us. Over 250 million active listeners and over 7 million in-car dashboards. LoudmouthRadio.com. We love you and appreciate you. We are so grateful for your support. Now back to our show.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
All right, before we went to commercial break, we had Justin, Mr. Hollis, was just speaking vividly about how Body by Dub will be able to be a essential asset to your personal training. And Justin, I know you got cut off real quick, so we're back on there with you. If you would, go ahead and just kind of pick up where you left off, and just share with us, if you could, again, about how things could work with you guys, as for personal training.
Yeah, like I was saying, man, I'm mobile. I come to wherever you at in the metro area. Just give me a call and I'm coming.
So you give them a call, you coming. So Justin, for you, I think I was asking you too prior to our break. I think too, I know that sometimes people have memberships at different gyms and stuff like that. So how would that go if they have a membership somewhere? What is your accessibility as far as working on a personal plan for them?
Could you repeat that again?
Sure. I was saying, this is, we're already in April. The year has flown by. A lot of times in the beginning of the year, everybody jumps into gyms and becomes, members of the gym, and everybody's on their New Year resolution. And I ain't going to lie to you, about this time of the year, you're going to have some of the faithful few that initiated that process in the beginning of the year are still, actively going to their gym. Some have fallen off on the wayside. So
right.
My question I was asking, if somebody has a membership set of Planet Fitness or LA Fitness or some other of these gyms that are in the area, the metro area, what's your process with them as far as, you say you'll come to them, so will you come to them if they have memberships at other gyms, and how can that process work with Body by Dub?
Yeah, I also have a membership to the gym too, so it's just like meeting up at, if they have an apartment complex or they want to meet up outside, we just meet up there and we just get to it. Like, I'm gonna treat you just like how I treat you if we outside, or if we in the apartment complex. You get the same treatment at the gym.
I love it. So for those who have been, maybe never have had a personal training experience, what is your process to kind of get them into the groove with Body by Dub?
I just be myself and just talk to the new client just as if I'm talking to the clients I have now. I just try to find that common ground between us, something that we all can tell. I'm silly, so that kind of like ease up the tension. Try to break the ice a little bit, and we just go from there. We talk about it. I ask them what their goals are and stuff, and they tell me what they want to do. And then we just set up a plan, and then we follow that and go through.
Nice. So you kind of give them a plan. Now, do you offer any type of nutritional plans, or is it primarily just the personal training itself?
Yeah, I also provide a meal plan for them, and like sometimes some of them that I run into, they know how to eat. They just need the training to speed up the process. So,
okay.
If they just want the training, then I just give them the training. If they need a meal plan, then I give them both.
Okay, nice. So if you were to say, you made a very valid point, right? I noticed that most people will be quick to say, okay, I'm eating differently, but I'm not seeing a difference on some of my weight. Let me back up. There's one thing I want you to touch on. I know some folks that think that if they're not eating a lot, that's going to help them to, have a healthier body. What are the false sense of beliefs when it comes to personal training and eating? How do they have to go, hand in hand in order for them to really see results?
They're saying that breakfast is important. It's very important. You have to eat 3 times a day. That's your energy. That's how you get through the day. Once you because you got to think about it, you probably be moving throughout the day. So once you burn out this energy, you get tired, you kind of get weak, and then when you eat your food, you notice that you kind of like get a burst of energy. So you need to eat 3 times a day. Eating 1 time a day is not good for you.
I agree. So if someone was to come to you, right, you can't do that either. You can't do that either. So what is the body? What is that translating to the effects on your body when people are dieting per se? What is the effect of that? Right on our profile of the Asher Show. So we're live right now at blogtalkradio.com/loudmouth radio. Make sure you put in the 2 Ds. And you have an opportunity to shop directly on his website for teas, different coffees, different options for health and wellness. You'll see different variety of things there, healthy supplements. So all the things, and like Justin said, they are part of the regimen. A lot of times people have the falsity of belief that, if I eat less, if I don't eat at all, if I just drink water, unfortunately the body needs to have refueling. And I know that there's just been a big craze when it comes to, eating meats and having green, healthy, leafy diets. Everybody's body's different. So it's still very important that you discover what works for you. Because one of the things that I can say, being a former professional athlete and working with personal trainers, having an opportunity to work with different levels of personal training, from collegiate, professional level, your body and your chemistry is going to be different. So not everybody can work on the same level. Not everybody can eat maybe some of the same things. Even when it comes to supplements, sometimes your body may absorb certain things more than others. I've even heard of people having too much protein and having too much buildup. So you definitely want to be conscious of what you're doing, because if you're going to eat, if you're eating, all of your proteins and things from food, you're going to burn them differently than if you're doing supplements like a powder. And if you're doing a powder, how much water are you putting into the body to help flush some of the aspects of the things that you are putting into the body? And so what I find also amazing in that process, that this also constitutes your work behaviors, the way you do things on a day-to-day basis. Justin, I know you're listening in to us as I was talking. If your job is the type of job where you're sitting at a desk for 7-8 hours a day, you may not burn the same way that somebody who's on their feet for 7-8 hours a day in retail that's constantly moving, right?
Right.
So, right. One of the things that I think that is so important, Justin, that sometimes people have a falsity of belief. You can't put all of the pressure and expectation on your personal trainer, right? They're there to assist you. They're there to guide you. They're going to give you some motivational aspects, and then they're also going to hold you accountable, right? So, but in that process, I think that there also is, it's a dynamic duo here. There's a partnership that needs to happen where you need to have a realistic expectation. I think, to be fair to Justin, anybody else that provides personal training services, when you go to meet your personal trainer, kind of have an idea ultimately what your own goals are, right? Right. And have an idea what it is that you want to obtain and get to. And then if you have an idea, even if you don't know how to get there, coming to somebody like Justin can give you an opportunity to have a better opportunity of reaching those goals and having some measurable type of results in that process. Justin, I know that evidently probably where you are is a little bit of an interruption with your service. I know we lost you a couple times. So when, prior to us coming back to the subject, I was stating that, I played professional basketball, and most people have known me for the majority of my life. Basketball was an everyday thing for me. And so people's bodies and chemistries and, their way to eat, certain things that they eat. And I was also saying this prior to you coming back in, that everybody's body is different. So how you might work Sunny out is going to be different maybe how you work Mary out. and the way Mary's body responds is going to be different than Sonny. Like right now, I have physically been in 2 different car wrecks in the last year. And so I'm in this moment right now where my body does not feel nowhere near like the body I'm ever been familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, my wife is actually, she has fibromyalgia, right? And she loves to salsa dance, right? But she's the person that'll tell you, Justin, I don't personally like going to the gym. I don't like training, you know, the traditional method. Do you work with people, Justin, that have chronic pain and chronic illnesses that like fibromyalgia or lupus, you know, things that attack the body and attack the muscles? Have you had an opportunity to work with anybody like that?
Yes, I've had a couple of chances to work with a few people who had diseases like that or illnesses like that, you know, that keep them from doing, you know, whatever it is that they keep them from doing. And, like, what I try to do to counteract that, I just try to find something that they love to do, and I try to incorporate it into a workout. Just like you stated,
nice.
Your wife, she loved to dance. So, you know, if they like to dance, we'll do a little dancing. It's whatever they like to do, I try to incorporate it into a workout.
Oh, that's a good idea. That keeps them motivated at least, right?
Right, and then I also hit them with challenges and stuff because everybody likes a good challenge. And then I try to, like, I don't have like a lot of money in the world, but I just try to give them like something to be motivated by. So I give them a little challenge, and then I may say, okay, if you do this, then, you know, I take you here and get you this, or a $25 gift card, or just something, you know, just a little small token, just to, you know, keep them motivated and keep them wanting to working out. And, you know, once people see the results, then that's the biggest motivation right there. So,
exactly.
I try to give like, any way that I can.
Awesome. So for you, how long of a term would you say is a good amount of time for somebody to kind of set up to work with you? What's the minimal time, would you say?
You saying like them trying to work out now and get results, or?
Yeah, like for instance, if someone is, you know, gonna, you know, retain you to work with them as far as personal training, do you usually have like a 3-month, 6-month time period, or is it more catered towards sessions?
Yeah. 'Cause give me like 2 months with you, and you really start seeing something in a month, long as you being consistent. But I try to give them like 2 months, because in the first month, the person who working out, they not going to see nothing. But the people around them will. But they'll start feeling that it's closed. So you give them that extra month, then they going to sure enough see what they got, you know, what they have lost, and see a little change in their body.
Okay. I can attest to that. I can see that. So I think the biggest thing at this point is, you know, reaching out to Justin and have an idea what you would like to have happen, and then just kind of creating a game plan. So for most people now that would, you know, hear this particular show and you know, follow up with you, what would you say they can expect to get from you versus going to another personal trainer?
Well, what you'll get from me, you'll get that realness. Like, I'm gonna just tell you straight up, I'm not here to hurt nobody's feelings, but I'm gonna say it in the best way that I can, or give my opinion in the best way that I can. Like I said earlier, I'm real silly. I just like to vibe with people who have good vibes, and if I catch a good vibe off of you, then hey, it's whatever after that. And hopefully they could, just use my services, and I just give off a different vibe. I'm all about good vibes. It's just me. I can't face this. I've been through a lot, so I feel like God put me here for a reason. So, once God give you a vision and give you a purpose, you can't nobody take that from you.
Absolutely, you're right. I thoroughly agree. So for you at this point, Body by Dub, you're 3 years in with your personal training. What's the next goal for yourself? What would you like to achieve within the next year as a personal training service?
I just want to grow. I want to be able to touch more people, and look for me a gym somewhere where people could come and just kick out their shoes and relax and work out and be in a positive environment.
Absolutely. So for you at this point, do you anticipate maybe getting your own gym or any of those, any move towards that in the next coming year or so?
Yes, hopefully. And God's willing, that's my plan, to get me a gym. Like, I want to be able to have my own franchise and, create jobs for other people, and just... Oh, nice. And just nice. Do what God has for me to do. Like, we as people, we don't know what God has. We have to trust Him and let Him lead and guide us. And, just sit back and just ride the wave.
I heard that, man. Well, you know what, Justin, I wish you the best. I think that you really have a sincere heart when it comes to this. I think that if anybody can take anything from this segment with you, is that what you are doing is definitely a passion-driven business, a passion-driven service, and you have all the good intention for whomever is going to work with you. So I wish you all the best, and you continue to just keep pushing, and definitely as a radio network, we encourage you to check in with us and let us know how things are going. So if you would, let listeners know how can they reach you, social media, phone number, whatever way that they can best get in contact with you.
Okay. My number is 678-698-784. I'm on Instagram, Body by Dub, at Body by Dub. You can catch me on Facebook at Justin Hollis Wimbush. I'm on Snapchat as well, Body by Dub 6. And any one of those, you just send me a text, you can call me, send me a text message, DM me, I'll respond. And if this is something, if I'm the person for you, then, hey, I'm ready to work.
I love it. So, Justin, thank you so much for your time, sweetie. And if you need to contact us, Loudmouth Radio, thank you for this opportunity to hear about your business and allowing our listeners to know how to connect to you and let them know what you're doing and how you're going about it. And we wish you much success.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Justin. You have a great, amazing, and great day, honey. Have a money-making day.
All right, you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, dear. All right, good people, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. Sunny and Jazzy of Loudmouth TV is taking off with a brand new show, Off the Market, with its first season within the beautiful state of Hawaii, featuring some of the most sought-after areas of beachfront and inner island properties on the island of Maui and Oahu. Tune in to each episode with host Jazzy Jones-Smith as she talks to featured real estate agents as they showcase their open house listings to private homeowner tours where you just might find a house that you may want to take off the market.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. All right, guys, this is concluding another amazing tea time, the Entrepreneur Academy. We had a special guest, Mr. Justin Hollis of Bodii by Dub of Metro Atlanta, on air with us today. And I want to take this time to say, Justin, thanks for coming on air. And for our listening audience, if you're an entrepreneur, whether you're at the beginning stages, your season, growing, whatever stage you may be in your business, we invite you to be a part of our amazing show segment. We have been doing tea time for over 4 years, and this is one of our babies, I guess we can say, as a radio network. Is one of our profound shows that's making a dynamic difference for entrepreneurs all over the world. And here's an amazing tool and a resource for interactive media options to have your business heard repeatedly. All of our shows are available on demand 24/7. We're streaming through over hundreds of apps. So whether you have an Android or iPhone, it does not matter. You'll be able to pull us up and listen to our archives and our content, and definitely infuse it into your marketing strategy. So for those who have been a part of our listening audience today, make sure you have an opportunity to hear this at the very beginning. The show will be live and available for archives within the hour. And we want to thank all of those who have been a part of our segment today. And we definitely invite you to come in and listen to our show on Friday, Fantastic Fridays, with Jazzy, Sterling, Powell, and me, Sunny, as we talk about the latest happenings in Metro Atlanta, Tampa Bay, and worldwide. We thank you so much for being a resource to us, as we've been a resource to you, and we encourage you to just stay with us. Make sure you subscribe to our channels. We're available right here on blogtalkradio.com/loudmouthradio. You can go directly to our Loudmouth Radio site, as well as on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You got it. Just make sure you put those 2 Ds in Loudmouth. Love ya. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.